I have 11 years of experience in advertising, and here's what I learned in these 11 years. First thing is companies, brands that I was working with have huge knowledge about the brands and the products. They know everything about what they do and what is the company values, and they know everything about competitors. Sometimes in some situations I have conversations with clients who be able to tell me more information about the competitors than about themselves. They say marketing strategy, marketing issues and all the stuff more, and they know that more than about their own brand. It was pretty weird, but sometimes it happened. And they mostly exactly know who they want to be, what benefits they want to communicate. They know their product advantage, brand tone of voice, and all this marketing and communication stuff. They know this well, and the same situation is about the customers. But there was one problem. What they know about the customers that they want to communicate. This is the most important thing. Typically briefs, target group was described like something like that. Our target group is women, 24, 55 years old, city above, I don't know, quality of people, income 1,000 euro or higher, and it was always my favorite one, the story. It was the story about the customer. Here is, for example, Monika. Monika is 25 years old. She had 2 kids. She lives in Krakow, and her income is about 2,000 euros. And this is the story. Pretty obvious. It was the same which was bullet listed in the brief, but it was a story. And the truth is, there is not Marta or Monika or something like that. Nobody lives like in the story that was told in the brief. And this is the biggest issue, because brands and companies are creating communication to people which they don't know nothing about. We want to communicate to customers, and we don't know nothing about our customers. So if brand or company doesn't know nothing about customers, what they do, they go to agency. They want to agency to know that to get them more knowledge about the customers. But agencies maybe know something more about customers, maybe know something more about the population, about the target group and all this stuff, but still this is not too huge information and too huge knowledge, so there is a problem. And it's something that, in my opinion, is a paradox, because customers know much more about companies or brands they are using and they are interactive with than companies know about them. It's like, for example, Znany Lekarz, the dog planner, is a great example. Yeah, it may be okay that it's not a brand communication interactive, but we have websites like Cineo.pl, which is price comparing tool where people can see what are the prices of the single product and opinion about this product. We know everything about product that we want to buy. We know everything about the service that we want to buy and we want to use. But from the other side, companies and brands that are selling to us don't know pretty nothing about us. So here's the fact: companies don't know their customers. Why? It's I think this graph will a little bit explain that. It's innovation adoption life cycle. So this is the whole population and how population is reacting to innovation. So we have 2.5% of innovators, people who are finding new solutions and providing into market. We have early adopters and early majority, late majority, and then we have laggers. And of course, it's giving some time. So for example, if we found some perfect solution, like for example, social media monitoring, like Michał, who is an innovator, yeah. So we have only small amount, maybe not too small, but we have a little amount of people who are early adopters, and late on we have almost the whole population. So it must take much more time to people to figure out that there are that kind of solutions on the market. So here are the let's say 3 eras of communication and the marketing activities like I'm thinking about it. First era is a product. We were thinking about the product. It was the first moment of advertising. We want to. The one thing we need is to create something, of course useful, and sell it. It was pretty obvious. We have product, and then customers were calling for our products, and they wanted to buy it. It was a time when the technology was completely not available. Industry, let's say, was in the middle level, and transport was low. And here are these three eras: this product, competition, and customer. And here is the video that I want to show you that will describe, in my opinion, perfectly the era of product.
Sam Brennan was a 29-year-old shopkeeper, and he had just learned something that would change his life. But he didn't immediately run into the fields to see if he could find gold. Instead, he came up with something more masterful, and he bet every penny he had on it. Brennan bought every shovel, every pan, every mining tool around, and made sure no other store for 1,000 miles had any left. And then he started the second part of his plan.
Sam Brennan was something of an enigmatic character. He was probably an opportunist as much as he was anything else.
Got bottles full of gold, and he takes those bottles and he waves them in the air, yelling, "Gold! Gold! Gold from the American River! Gold! 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 Gold!"
Brandon knew he had a monopoly on supplies.
Gold!
He just needed the word to spread far enough so people would come to California and have to buy those supplies from him. News of gold in California took the country by storm. Headlines flashed across the front pages of newspapers from California all the way to New York City, instantly grabbing the attention of a poor and desperate nation.
People are hearing these stories from California of people picking up in a morning more money than they make in a year. And that starts this explosion, a frenzy that spreads across the entire United States, that is known everywhere as gold fever.
So here's the perfect example of the product era where people can buy all the mining tools from the area and give much more prices. As I remember, his company was worth something like 3 times of Apple at this moment. So he grew this business that fast. And is it possible in nowadays? No, it's not possible because we have completely different transport communication, completely different industry. So. Going further, from the era of product, we were in the era of competition, and the message was to create something better or cheaper to sell it. And then we have a lot of products and a lot of customers. Some customers choose one product, other customers choose other products, and how it goes. And it's, in my opinion, it still looks like that. Technology is on the middle level, let's say. Industry is high, transport is high. So we can provide something like China did. Yeah, so they start to producing all the stuff in China because China is the most cheaper country in the world with a huge population of people. So the transport is pretty easy at this moment. So we don't have this problem to transport things from China to Europe, for example. So it looks like that. So this is the competition, and it comes to price war, yeah, because everyone is looking for the cheapest products, cheapest solutions, and it's a killer for everybody. No one wants to be in the price war, yeah. So this is the problem. And the second thing that it goes to do is there is no such thing like a first mover advantage like it was before, because today copying some product is easy like never been before. So there is not such a thing, and if you don't believe me, ask this guy who is now staring on this smartphone, because Michał can tell you very well how many people in Poland want to clone Brand24 and create completely similar tool, and this is not too easy. This is the first step, and next step is that Michał have much more than just a tool. So he is selling the value, he have great sales team and all this stuff. So first mover advantage, it's not existing anymore. So we need to develop our product still and make it better and better. And that's the reasons why competition model is collapsing at this moment, because price war will be soon over because we don't have to cost to cut. So this is the problem. Second thing, it's hard to be still more innovative than any others. What we need to do is we need to stop focusing only on brand or competition, and we need to start focusing also on customer, because I don't think that brand and competition focusing is bad. It's of course very good, and tools like Brand24, for example, are perfect solutions for that. But we need to start focusing on customer, because in the customer era, the single message is create something that fit me to sell it, because I need products that are about me or that fit me. So this is the completely opposite direction that we have in the competition era. We have customer and products choose customers. If I put it in this way, so we have technology, industry, and transport all in the highest level possible. And here are some companies that are doing this at this moment. So we have Apple, we have Nike, we have Amazon, and we have Google. All these companies know their customers really well and do provide the solutions that are really fitted to them. And what they have in common, they have technology or innovation. And this is the technology, the thing that gives us an advantage to be the part of this era and to be the part of customer era. So that's why we want to make it more accessible, because we have some, let's say, buzzwords like big data, customer intelligence, customer analytics, and all this stuff. And this is wholly expensive solutions for now, because they are provided by companies like IBM, SAP, Oracle, and all this stuff. And this is completely expensive thing. And here I will 100% agree with Michał. Like big data is not about the amount of data, but it's about the quality of analytics that stands behind the data. So here is the idea of Metrixo. Metrixo is a customer intelligence and communication platform working in SaaS model that help your brand to know your customers better and build more effective marketing and sales activities. This is what exactly will Metrixo be. And Metrixo is analyzing users' activity and behaviors data to provide rich and useful set of knowledge about them. So what Metrixo is doing, Metrixo is getting data about the customers, for example, from Facebook or from Twitter or from Instagram, or in the future from e-commerce users' behaviors, then analyze it in our algorithms and provide information and knowledge about customers, like, for example, area of interest, touch points of customers, psychographic profiles, inside devices, what they are using, keywords they are saying, and things that they are saying, and much more. So Matrixo is powered by over 20 algorithms created by our company to analyze typical user data and provide untypical conclusions. At this moment, our data is sorted in 5 categories: demographics, geographics, psychographics, behaviors, and social. Here how the panel of Matrixo looks like. We have all this data presented in more visual way than data way. We have, for example, geographics information, so we have countries, cities, demographics, age and gender, psychographics, areas of interest, what our customers are interested in, psychographical profiles, for example, they are social introverts or social extroverts, they are thinking and consuming more visual content or more verbal content, more video content, and all this stuff. It's one thing that is, in my opinion, important from one client that we are plugging Matrixo to the marketing activities. There was only, if I remember it correctly, 5% of customers that we have in our database who was fan of this company on the Facebook. So the other 95% was people who this brand have no idea about. They don't know nothing about them. So here, thanks to Matrixo, they can know them better and serve them much more effective and better communication in future. Next, we have behavioral, so we have activity time when our customers are more active on the new media and digital media devices that they are using, websites where they are sharing or liking content. For example, keywords they are using in their communication. How do they perform in the social media? Are they more influential or less influential? What kind of post type they are using? What they like on Facebook and etc. So our mission is to help the brands to know the customers better and then to provide them better communication in future. It's really important for the brands to reduce the risk of failure in the future. If we know our customers better, we can fit the communication more to them. So this is becoming more effective and help us to reduce the failure of risk. We can provide the more profiled communication to our customers, and this is also very important, especially in the customer era where the customers want to communication that fits into him. For example, Lenovo, manufacturer of the PCs in US, they have their own distribution channel, the e-commerce store. They start to provide display campaign, including what their customers like. For example, if I like Star Wars, I had the communication on the banner that said, "Hey Szymon, you like Star Wars? We have for you computers like from the future world," for example. And the results of this was fantastic because the sales ratio increased over 40%, only because this single message that was profiled to the company's customers. So here it is about the Matrixo. Thank you, and if you have any questions, I am here for you. So.